Warren Buffett, a name synonymous with investing genius and remarkable wealth. Today, we're diving into his investment wisdom. Known for his simplistic yet powerful approach to investing, Buffett's strategies have stood the test of time, turning him into one of the most successful investors in history. This video will illuminate 5 golden rules inspired by Buffett's philosophy that can potentially pave your path to riches in 2024. In an era where financial literacy is more crucial than ever, our mission here is to make personal finance less intimidating and more accessible. Learning from the best, like Buffett, is a step in that direction. So, buckle up as we explore the 5 golden rules to get rich in 2024, inspired by none other than Warren Buffett. Our first golden rule is the magic of compound interest. This principle, fundamental to the world of finance, is often hailed as the 8th wonder of the world. So what exactly is compound interest? Simply put, it's interest on interest. It's the snowball effect where your wealth expands over time as interest accumulates on the initial amount and on the interest it has already earned. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, once said, "My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest." This quote underscores the power of compound interest and how it can exponentially grow your wealth over time. But how does one harness the power of compound interest? The answer lies in 2 words: start early. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Let's imagine 2 people, Alice and Bob. Alice starts investing $100 a month at age 25, while Bob starts at 35. By the time they both reach 65, Alice, who started 10 years earlier, would have almost double the amount of money saved than Bob, even though they both set aside the same amount each month. This is the magic of compound interest at work. Consistency is the second key to leveraging compound interest. Regular, disciplined investments over a long period will yield impressive results. Think of it as a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about making a quick buck, but building sustainable wealth over time. In conclusion, compound interest is a powerful tool in your financial arsenal. It's a principle that rewards the patient and the consistent. It's not about timing the market, but time in the market. It's about understanding that your money can work for you, and the longer it does, the harder it works. Remember, the key to compound interest is starting early and staying consistent. So let's take a leaf out of Buffett's book and start letting our money work for us. After all, as Buffett himself said, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Buffett's second rule is simple yet profound. Invest in what you understand. Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, is not just known for his wealth, but also for his uncanny ability to make complex concepts digestible. This rule, despite its simplicity, is a cornerstone of his investment philosophy. Buffett firmly believes in investing in businesses he comprehends fully, steering clear of sectors or trends that are outside his circle of competence. Why, you might ask? Well, the answer lies in the power of knowledge. By investing in what you understand, you're able to make more informed decisions, foresee potential risks, and seize opportunities that others might overlook. This doesn't mean you have to be an expert in a field to invest. Rather, it's about having a clear understanding of how a business operates, what drives its revenue, and the factors that could potentially derail its success. But how do you determine what you know? It starts with research. Thorough, painstaking, and yes, sometimes tedious research. Buffett spends most of his day reading, absorbing information, and analyzing businesses. This level of diligence allows him to understand the ins and outs of a business, its competitors, and the industry at large. However, it's also important to remember that investing isn't a game of follow the leader. Just because the latest buzz is about tech stocks or cryptocurrencies doesn't mean you should jump on the bandwagon if you don't understand them. Buffett himself has largely avoided tech stocks, not because they aren't profitable, but because they fall outside his circle of competence. This brings us to another crucial point: passion. Investing in what you love not only makes the process more enjoyable, but also motivates you to learn more about it. Be it coffee, cars, or cloud computing, if it's something you're genuinely interested in, chances are you'll be more committed to understanding it and thus make better investment decisions. So choose wisely and invest in what you know. It's a simple rule, but its power cannot be overstated. After all, as Buffett himself once said, Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. The third golden rule is all about safety, the margin of safety. This principle is a cornerstone of Warren Buffett's investment strategy, and it's all about minimizing risk. So what exactly is a margin of safety? Imagine you're an engineer building a bridge that can hold up to 50 tons. Sure, it could handle 50 tons, but would you want to push it to its limit? Probably not. Instead, you'd want to build in a margin of safety and limit the weight to perhaps 35 tons. In the world of investing, the margin of safety works much the same way. It's the difference between the intrinsic value of a company and its market price. Buffett always looks for an ample margin of safety before investing. Simply put, he buys a dollar for 50 cents. But how does one apply this rule? By investing in companies that are undervalued or priced below their intrinsic value. This provides a buffer in case of any unforeseen events or miscalculations. But remember, determining the intrinsic value of a company is not always straightforward. It requires thorough research and understanding of the company and its industry. So, while the thrill of investing lies in the potential for high returns, it's equally important to remember that investing is, at its core, a game of risk management. And as Buffett's third golden rule reminds us, a wise investor always leaves room for error. Rule number 4, be fearful when others are greedy. This rule is a testament to Warren Buffett's understanding of the emotional roller coaster that is the market. When the market is booming and everyone is buying, that's when you should be cautious. Why? Because it's during these times that people often let their emotions cloud their judgment, leading to inflated prices and poor investment choices. Conversely, when the market is down and people are selling off their investments in a panic, that's when you should be greedy. This is because fear drives prices down, often well below their intrinsic value, presenting great buying opportunities for the rational investor. Buffett's famous quote, "Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful," encapsulates this rule perfectly. It serves as a reminder that market trends are often driven by emotion rather than logic. Consider the dot-com bubble at the turn of the millennium. Investors were greedily buying up tech stocks, inflating prices to unsustainable levels. But those who were fearful during this time of greed and held off on investing were the ones who came out on top when the bubble inevitably burst. So how can you implement this rule? Start by staying informed about market trends and understanding the intrinsic value of your investments. And most importantly, learn to control your emotions. Don't let the fear or greed of the market sway your judgment. Stay rational and let the market's fear become your opportunity. Last but not least, rule number 5, the long-term perspective. This principle is a cornerstone of Warren Buffett's investment philosophy. It's all about focusing on the horizon, not getting caught up in the waves. You see, when you invest with a long-term perspective, you're less likely to make rash decisions based on short-term market fluctuations. Instead, you're more likely to ride out the highs and lows, which can potentially lead to significant returns. The beauty of long-term investing is that it reduces risk. It allows your investments to recover from any downturns and grow steadily over time. Plus, it gives the magic of compound interest more time to work in your favor. So how about it? Ready to take a page from Buffett's book and adopt a long-term mindset? It might not be as exciting as day trading, but it's a proven strategy for building wealth. Remember, it's not about timing the market, but time in the market. And there you have it, the 5 golden rules to get rich in 2024. Let's take a moment to recap. First, harness the power of compound interest. Start investing early and consistently to see your wealth grow over time. Second, invest in what you know. Do your homework and stick to industries or companies that you truly understand. Third, always maintain a margin of safety to minimize your investment risks. Fourth, be fearful when others are greedy, and vice versa. Emotions can cloud your judgment, so stay rational. And finally, take a long-term perspective. Don't be swayed by short-term market fluctuations. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. These rules, inspired by Warren Buffett's wisdom, can potentially transform your financial future. Start applying these rules today and remember to subscribe for more financial wisdom. Until next time, this is the Money Honey, making finance fun.